Today, I'm going to see if I could beat FC Mobile in 1 week with $0 spent. To do so, I'll be starting with nothing on a brand new account and seeing if I could work my way from Unranked all the way to FC Champion in head-to-head. This won't be easy, but let's see if we could do it. Okay, so I'm here on a brand new account, and as usual, I'm going to have to go through all of the kickoff tutorials first before doing anything. Okay, so I've finally completed the entire beginner and intermediate chapter here, and now we have our final reward of choosing a pack from a different nation. And I'm going to go for France. I always try to get Mbappe if I can. Do we get a walkout? No, we don't. But we do get some gems. Who do we get? Pavard. Okay, I'm now going to go into my team and upgrade it and see what kind of players we have. I got a handful of different players from a bunch of different welcome packs already, so we should have a decent team. We'll auto build it. We're already up to a 79 rated. So as you can see here, we have Holland. We got Chiesa in that welcome pack. We have Van Dijk, we got a decent center mid here in Bernardo Silva, and we got a handful of decent defenders. So overall, we look okay. We aren't too bad, and if I get rid of all the players here on my bench, we should go up an even higher rating. Yep, all the way up to 83 rated. But of course, our rating isn't what matters. What matters is how good our team is for division rivals. So in order to help upgrade my team, I'm over here in the quest section, and I've completed a handful of quests, and this will get me a free Vinny Jr. So we just ranked up again. I will need to make sure that I keep leveling up because it does unlock new formations for us, which will help us. But for now, we're sticking with that 4-3-3. And to help us with that 4-3-3 is 88 rated Vinny Jr. So I'm going to put him into the team here, and I'm going to flip around him and Chiesa. And with that, this is our beginner squad, our first ever squad of this challenge. But I'm really going to need to upgrade it. So I'm going to head over here to the store. And in the store, we have these daily 3,000 gem packs where we're guaranteed a 96 to 101 overall player. Pele just came out. There's a Cristiano Ronaldo in here, I believe, as well. So hopefully we could get one of the good players with the gems that we already got from ranking up, completing quests, all that kind of stuff. So who are we going to get in our first pack? What is it? It's going to be Argentina. Okay. Center attacking mid. That's very good. We do need a center attacking mid. What rating is he? 96 rated Acosta, 92 pace, 94 passing, 102 dribbling. That's actually pretty good. I don't like the fact that he's 3-star weak foot, but we'll manage. So he's going to go right into the team there, and I think he's going to boost our rating, yep, up to 86, but what matters more is that we have a better player. The next thing to do is to go through all these events, play through as much as I can of each, and get as many rewards as possible to upgrade the team so that we could then head into division rivals and start chopping it up and working our way to FC Champion. But before we get into the journey, I'm going to show you guys the current time. It is September 6th, 3:48 p.m. This is when I'm starting the challenge. I started the challenge actually about 20 minutes ago, so let's call it 3:30. So I have to reach FC Champion before this time next Friday. Anyways, the first event to get rewards from is mystery signings. As you can see, we have a choice between a 92 rated left mid and a 92 rated CDM. Now the left mid actually has very good stats, but I don't see him fitting into the team because I don't want to run a 3-back formation. Instead, I'm going to be running formations with CDMs and center attacking mids, so because of that, I'm going to go with Wanyama. But now moving on to the live events that I'm going to grind out every single day, and the first one is the Heroes event right here. So there's a handful of different heroes you could go for, and most importantly about these is that you actually get different rewards along the way. So you might get Dudex, you might get players, you might get coins, might get gems, but in total, they're going to help us build a better squad so that I can compete at the higher levels like Legendary 3 all the way up to Legendary 1. So, and the Heroes chapters I'm going to focus on this week are the Conductor, this one mainly for the rewards, not for getting the hero. The next one is going to be Sir Shot. This is for completing the Wesley Sneijder and getting a handful of different rewards along the way. The third one's going to be for the Vincent Company, once again for the actual player. And the final one will be for Fast Futre, all because of the rewards. And we actually have one right here that I'll claim, might as well. If we could get Ronaldo, that would be crazy, but let's open up the first pack. It's not a walkout. It's 87 rated Rui Costa, who's pretty good. So I'm going to make sure to do this one every single day and also do the one where we get a free 94 to 98. Those two will really help us out for getting a better team. But that's all for the Heroes chapter. I'm going to make sure to grind it every single day of this challenge to get better rewards and players. And the other one that I'm going to grind out every single day is the Steven Gerrard Icons Chronicles. By the end of it, I will be able to get the 98 overall player, which will be massive, and I will also be able to get the Xavi Alonso and Fernando Torres, as well as a handful of other good rewards. But with that, we have the Gerrard 93 rated. We get him for free, so I'm going to claim it. And this one is going to go right into the squad. And now that I've covered the Icon Chronicles, the final event that I'm going to have to grind out, unless a new one comes out next week, is the Retro Stars event. Now there's tons of stuff we get from here right away. We are getting 2 million coins, which is massive, because buying players off the market will be really important for the challenge, and we get 1,000 gems. Plus, next week, which will be included in the challenge because I'm starting this on Friday, we will get a free 94 to 99. But more importantly, we have the Retro Arcade over here. Every single day, I could claim one of these Retro Stars tokens, and what this allows me to do is choose a team from here. I'm going to select Real Madrid, and I'm then going to be able to play through all of these different skill games and matches, and they will get us big rewards, like 2 million coins, we have 2,000 gems, and most importantly, we have the 96 to 99 overall player here for the final match. There's also a reward section that I will be using to get 97 to 100 overall players, to get Mascherano's, to get gems and coins, but we're going to worry about that after completing this Retro Arcade challenge. So I'm going to play through all of this, and I'll see you at the final game. Alright, I've won the final match. Let's see what player we get. Like I was saying, I believe it's a 94 to 99 guaranteed, so hopefully we could get a high rated player. We do get a walkout, which is good. Who is it going to be? Okay. Left wing, oh, that's going to be Tadic, I believe. And he is 97 rated. 97 rated Tadic, that's actually a very good pull. So playing through all these matches was pretty easy. We get a free 2 million coins here as well, which is amazing. We're racking up those coins, and if I play a head-to-head match and win, I will get 2,000 gems. That will be my first ever head-to-head match that we do. Now, there is a level 2 that we could play here as well, where we go through, once again, skill games, skill matches, and at the end of it, we're also going to get another 96 to 99 overall player. This time it will be a little bit harder, but it's definitely manageable. So once again, I will see you at the final game. And that's the end of the final match for level 2. Let's see what 99 or 94 to 99 overall player we can get this time. Hopefully we could get a big player. It's either 94 or 96 to 99. Can't remember. Brazil, okay. Promising CDM, all right. I can't even think of who that is. 97 rated Fabinho, okay. Not bad, and like I said, I do need CDMs. Those stats as well look great. For completing this level, I also get another 2 million coins, which is great. And if I play a head-to-head match and win, I will get an additional 2 million coins. But first, because I got a bunch of those Retro Star tickets, as you can see here, from completing those 2 levels, I'm now going to be able to get a 97 to 100 overall twice. So, who are we going to get out of this one? Can we please get a 100 overall player? That would be insane. Okay. Striker. Atleti. Sorloth? What rating is he? Sorloth. 97 rated. Pretty good. So, not the highest rated, but it doesn't matter because look at that. 98 pace, 98 physical. He's going to be a beast. And now I'm going to do the same thing here in week 2. We head over here. We get another 97 to 100 overall. Of course, the players we're going for are Schneider, Rudiger, Cole, anybody like that. Any of the 100 overall players. So, who are we going to get? If I could get Rudiger, that would be massive. I think he's probably a beast. Okay. Netherlands, center back, I'll still take it. Man U, is that... I can't remember his name now. De Ligt, okay. But he is a 99 rated. That's crazy. So we get De Ligt. He's going to be massive. And our team, 103 defending, 104 physical. He could take us all the way to FC Champion. That is amazing. And now that I've completed that, I have 700 tickets left. And what I'm going to do for this is get to claim 1.5 million coins here. I might get the 91 rated Mascherano at a later date, but for now, I'm just going to claim the 3 million coins there with 120 tickets. So we are starting off really well. We're only about an hour into this challenge here on day 1. We're almost at 10 million coins. And now with all the players that I just got, this is my new team. This is going to be the formation that I want to run from now all the way up to FC Champion because it's always worked really well for me. It is the 4-2-3-1. Now this does look really janky or really weird. Unfortunately, I have Chiesa here at left back because I don't have a left back, but it is what it is. I trained up who I could. But now let's get into those head-to-head matches in the Retro Stars event to claim some rewards here and then also make progress towards FC Champion. So this is our first head-to-head match of the challenge. This is their team. They're running this team's actually very good. They got Gavi. They have most players that I have, but this might actually be an interesting match. Hopefully I don't lose my first head-to-head match. All right, yeah, they're definitely focusing here on crossing into Sorloth, I believe. So we're going to have to do... No way he scored that. Oh, that's a horrible start. Okay, we got the ball into Sorloth here. Great skill move to get around them. I'm going to cut back. That's got to be a pen. Yes, we got a penalty. Okay. I didn't designate a pen taker, Fabinho. All right, I'm going to go to the right. Hopefully that works. I might have just screwed that up. No, we scored. Okay, good. We have tied it up in the 50th minute. All right, we got an opportunity here with Vinny Jr. Rainbow flick over the defender. Get going. Turn on the afterburners. He's only trained up 2 level. Oh, wait, we might actually be away here. Finesse shot, right foot. Vinny Jr. Vinny Jr. I feel like he's going to be a GOAT of this challenge. We got Sorloff away here. Sorloff is away, and keep in mind, he is actually quick. He's left-footed as well, so turn, finesse shot, 3-0 in the 88th minute. We should be winning this game. And there you go, that's the end of the match. We won 3-1. Our first head-to-head match of the challenge is a success. And because of that, I of course get 2 million coins. But of course, that match did not count towards our head-to-head rank, so we're still at unranked. And of course, the goal of this challenge is to go from unranked all the way up through the divisions to FC Champion 3. But with that, all I'm going to do for the rest of the day is play through the Heroes event and some other live chapters, get a couple rewards, and then of course play Division Rivals head-to-head, and I should be able to work my way through all the divisions fairly quickly. Now, Amateur 3 to about Pro 1, maybe World Class 3, is pretty boring to watch, so I'm not going to share many highlights of that, but I will be using this squad here to take me through them. Anyways, for the most part, that's going to be it for day 1. I'll see you on day 2. Alright, it is now day 2, and as you can see, I've made a decent amount of progress. I'm 1 win away from reaching Pro 1, and then from there, we're going to move our way onto World Class and hopefully Legendary within the first couple days. I haven't changed the team at all. Vinny Jr. and Sorloff are 2 absolute demons. Acosta and Tadic are decent. Fabinho is going to be a player that I don't think I'm going to take out of the team at all. He is solid in defense, and De Ligt is amazing in the air and a great defender. So we actually have a very good starter team. I didn't know how well it would play when I first put it together yesterday, but I'm very happy with it now. And because it's day 2, it means that there was more things I could do in all of the live events. So there was nothing for Retro Stars. I played through everything for Icon Chronicles. I still have a couple more things to do here in the Heroes chapter, and some of them I didn't even get to complete yesterday before the reset, so I'm a little bit behind on these, but we do have this one match to complete for today where we get a guaranteed 94 to 98. Alright, I've won the match. Let's now see what reward we got, what player we got. Hopefully we could get a 97 or 98 that helps to upgrade the team. That would be amazing. We do get a walkout. It's going to be from, I think this was a Centurions event, I could be wrong. We just got Eder Militao. Wow, that's very big, because he's actually a decent player in the game. Stat-wise, almost 90 pace, great defending, great physical. He may be able to replace Van Dijk. But moving on, something I forgot to do yesterday that I'm going to make sure to do today is to claim these free rewards from the Icons Chronicles section. So we completed 3 skill games. We're going to get a walkout, and it's going to be 94 Muller. Wow. He might be a good striker to have if we go to a 2-striker formation. And now we have the 91 to 93. I just quickly claimed every other reward we had there. I'm going to skip it once again. We're going to get 91 Stefan. I'm likely not going to use either one of them, but Muller is a huge dub because he is very good in game. With that, the final live event thing we're going to do for today is play the weekend challenge. We're guaranteed a 90 to 101 overall tradable player, which is massive. So we'll get into this match, and then I'm going to head into some head-to-head matches to show you guys the gameplay and how the team is playing. Alright, I won the match. Let's now get into the reward. Is it going to be a walkout? No, it's not. 90 rated Russell, and we didn't get anybody else crazy from there. So now that we've taken care of the live events, I'm now going to open up the 1 store pack for the day and then get into the head-to-head match. So we're guaranteed a 96 to 101 overall player. Hopefully we could get someone massive out of here. Maybe a center attacking mid would be great. We get Germany. I have no clue. Center back, okay. It is a hero. Wait, which one is this? I'm not even 101. No way, we just packed 101 rated Kohler. 108 defending, 107 physical. This guy is a beast. That is insane. I really cannot believe that. We just got a 101 rated player. So we have an absolute beast defense. If we put him into the squad here, boom, he is a menace. Wait, that was the wrong one. Sorry. If we put De Ligt over here, we have a 99 rated and a 101 rated player. as our 2 center halves. That's crazy. Yesterday, I also packed this 88 rated left back from I think one of the quest packs, so we got him as well, but this is the new team. Let's head into some head-to-head matches because reaching FC Champion is the main goal. So this is going to be our first match, I guess, of the video that you're going to see. Of course, I've played a total of 21 matches so far, 20 of which have been wins and 1 was a draw. So I'm currently undefeated. Hopefully we could keep that streak going further because it allows me to progress through the ranks faster, but if we lose a game or 2, it is what it is. Nope, I'm going to have to pull my keeper. That was a good... No. Oh, no. All right, I have about 10 minutes here to get a goal back. We got Sorloth. He's going to be more defensive now, but great skill move. Can Sorloth keep going forward? No. And unfortunately, the first match of the video, it's a loss, and it's our first loss. So far, I haven't had a challenge with anybody. I mean, as you saw, we were literally 20 wins and 1 draw. But that was a tough game. They had a good team and the guy played fairly well. Let's keep playing until we reach Pro 1. This is their team. They got Rodrigo, they got Neymar. They, for some reason, have Roberto Carlos as their center defensive mid, but hopefully we could get a dub. Do better with my build-up play. Great skill move there from Tadic. Tadic, skill move again. Get around the defender. Good. Keep going forward, Tadic. Can we get a shot off? Yes, we can. 1-0 in the 9th minute. He cooks everybody on the right wing. That's why I have him there. But here we have Fabinho on the ball. He's going to lay it off to Sorloth. Sorloth is away. He is left-footed, but his right foot's actually pretty... Why would you shoot it with the left? It's fine, though. That is goal number 2 in the 31st minute. Ball up here to Vinny Jr. Cut back. Finesse shot. That's what I've been doing all the time with Vinny Jr. Edge of the box, finesse shot, and that's the end of match 2. And with that, we've now been promoted to Pro 1. So with that, for the rest of the day today, I'm going to play through Pro 1, World Class 3, hopefully get into World Class 2, so that tomorrow I can play the promotion game up until World Class 1, and then we keep going from there. As for the team, right now, I'm not going to change anything. I will look to upgrade my wingbacks in the future, my goalkeeper as well, and then maybe 1 center attacking mid. And the one I definitely want to go for is the 97 Okocha. If you guys know, I've used him many times on the channel before. His 99 rated is only going for just over 22 million, and his 100 rated is going for about 28, maybe 30 million. And the reason why I want to go for a ranked up version is because then I could train him up and his stats will be crazy. He's one of the best center attacking mids I've played with in the game, so he's one I'll definitely look for once I get enough coins, but as of right now, I'm only sitting at 14, maybe 15 million. And in the future, if I could also get Kylian Mbappe, his Team of the Year version, this card, in my opinion, has been one of the best attackers in the entire game, better than 98 rated cards, 99 rated cards. This card is broken. So if I could get up to about 35, 38 million, I'll definitely go for him as well. Anyways, with that, that's the end of day 2. I will see you on day 3. Alright, I'm now back and it is day 4 of the challenge. I didn't record anything for day 3 because everything was fairly straightforward. I played through the live events, didn't play any head-to-head matches because I had a lot of things to do with family and whatnot. But we are back on the head-to-head grind today, and as you can see, I made a lot of progress. We're currently 1 win away from entering World Class 1. Now, since I last recorded on day 2, I've played roughly 35 or so head-to-head games. I've lost, I think, 3 or 4. I've drew about 3 to 4 times, and then as you can see, I also have 27 wins. But although that is a decent record, I had to go through quite a few changes to get to good form, and that's mainly because of the team that I had when I ended off day 2. So, as you remember, on day 2, I had Vinny Jr., I had a lot of players not ranked up at all, and I went into some more matches that evening, and I won the first 2, but then I lost the 3rd and 4th match. And the reason for that is because I simply had players that weren't quick enough and weren't good enough. I was coming up against teams that were 100 or 103 or 102 overall. They had players that were ranked up 3 or 4 times, trained up all the way, and they were so much faster, so much stronger than all of my players. So what I realized after those 2 losses was I have to upgrade the team. So I did 2 things. The first thing is I bought a tradable 7500 gem pack, hoping to get a player that I could sell on the market to then go and buy a ranked up player. And luckily I got 99 rated Donovan, who sold for about 30 million. Now, although he did fit into the team, I had other players that I wanted over him, so I sold them and then picked up the Kylian Mbappe Team of the Year version. So I added him to the team, had him ranked up, trained him up all the way. And then the other thing I did is I claimed a Mascherano from the Retro Stars event and used them on Sorloth so that I could train up Sorloth even further. And then with those two, I thought that would be a decent change to the squad and it would help me out. And so with that squad, I then went back into head-to-head matches, and of course, as expected, I started winning a ton in a row. Mbappe was an immediate impact. He was running past every single defender. He had blistering pace. I think it's 118 or 120, something like that. He is so quick, and he finishes so well with left foot and right foot despite not having a 5-star weak foot. So for a while, Mbappe was the star player. He was just banging in goals for me every single match, and I was on a bit of a win streak. I had a draw or two here and there, but I was doing fairly well. But as soon as I got deeper into World Class 3 and World Class 2, I realized a lot of people had very good fullbacks, and they were starting to mark Mbappe heavily. But of course, when my opponent goes and double teams Mbappe to try to shut him down, that leaves a huge opening in the middle, and that is when Sorloth became my main attacker. And that's what he's doing right now. I have Mbappe down the wing. If I could expose him, like if they run a very narrow formation or their fullbacks aren't very quick, I could use Mbappe. But for the most part, I will start play with Mbappe. There will be space opened up in the middle for Sorloth. I'll play it into Sorloth, and he is so much faster than I thought. His acceleration is insane, so fast, has great shooting, and a great weak foot considering once again it's only 4-star. And so those two changes of adding Mbappe and ranking up Sorloth has taken me all the way up to where I am right now. We are now 1 win away from World Class 1, but before we get into the match, I want to do a couple things to see if we could upgrade the team even further. So the first thing to do is the live events, and I have been grinding through these the past couple days. We're making good progress, but the one we have to do right now is the Futre chapter where we get a guaranteed 94 to 98. Out of any position for my team, the ones I would want to go for is CDM and then fullbacks. If I could get probably a better left back or a right back, that would be more important, but we will see. Okay, we get a center mid from Athletic Club. It is going to be Herrera. He won't make the team, but maybe he will be useful in an exchange. The other thing we have to do is collect all the stuff from the Star Pass. I have not taken a look at this since starting the challenge, so we should have, I believe, one Mascherano from here. Yep, gems, coins, Mascherano, and we did get an 82 overall player. And now the final thing to do before checking out the team and then heading into our final match for World Class 2 is to open up one of these 7,500 gem packs. Now I just realized that I think the one that I opened before was, yeah, I opened this one before, 7,500. We get a 93 to 101 overall Retro Stars player and then a handful of other things. But I think they just added these in, these new bundles where you get a handful of players plus a guaranteed 93 to 101. So I'm going to go for this one, and when I get enough gems, I'm going to go for it again. And like I said before, the reason why I'm doing these tradable packs is because they get me coins so that I could buy players that I really need to get higher up in the division. So 90 overall, we got 84, the rest is going to be half decent, but we could sell a couple of those to make some coins. But now, what are we going to get out of the 93 to 101? Can it be a player that helps out our squad? It's going to be a Euro player. Okay, not center mid, not looking good. He could be high rated, but it's not going to be good for our team. Milinkovic-Savic, 96. I'll probably put him into an exchange. Actually, I just realized I could do this here. I'm going to claim 2,500 gems for 1,000 of the division or the universal points. And now I could open up the 3,000 gem pack, and I'll explain why I'm doing this here in a second. But I'm hoping to get a 96 overall. It sounds weird. If we get a high rated, that's awesome, but all we need is a 96. So let's see what we get. Okay, center mid. It's Houston Dynamo, nothing crazy. We get Herrera, that's perfect. And the reason why I did that is because I could now go over here to the daily picks. I'm going to put in Milinkovic-Savic. We're going to exchange him for 450 of the tokens. We'll put in Herrera as well. Exchange him for 450 of the tokens, or 430, I guess. I'll put in Herrera here to get some more tokens. And hopefully we're getting close enough. I think I have to do it one more time here, and that should be enough. We should be at 1,000 of these market pick tokens, which means we could open up one of these market picks, and if we get a good player, we could get tons of coins. Yep, so we have 1,070 of these market pick tokens. Let's get into it. If we could get a massive player, that would be crazy. Who are we going to get? EA, please. We get Messi. Okay, we did not get anybody that we can really use out of here for our squad, but I think Messi might sell for some decent coins. Alright, so I quickly checked out the value of a couple of these guys, and it looks like Messi is the most expensive, so I'm going to go for him. But the other thing that I just thought about is I really enjoyed using the 97 rated Team of the Year Messi. and I wonder if this 95 rated will be similarly as good. Alright, so I trained up Messi to level 5, and he has better pace, better shooting, better dribbling than Tadic. I might as well try him out for a match, see how he feels, and then we'll go from there, but this is the current team. The main two people I want to upgrade from here is Szczesny and Wober. I definitely butchered that name, but it doesn't matter because Fabinho and Wanyama have been very good for me as holding defenders. Acosta is decent. He probably needs to be ranked up once or twice, but he's very good. Sorloth is a beast, as we know. Mbappe is a beast. James, despite having no training on him, is actually very good. And of course, I mean, you can't really get better than these two defenders. These guys are just, they're incredible. So saying that, if Messi does not work out, I'm going to sell him and I'm going to look to upgrade my goalkeeper first, and then maybe my left back. But now that we have the team upgrade out of the way for today, let's get into the final head-to-head match. Hopefully we could win it and we can move up to World Class 1. And then over in the evening today and into tomorrow, I'm hoping to get up to the high end of Legendary 3 or halfway through Legendary 2 because the hardest stretch is going to be Legendary 1, and I want to give myself maybe a day or two to try to get there. The teams I've been playing recently have looked just like this every single time. You got Dino ranked up, you have R9 ranked up, Messi, like the teams are getting crazy. So, alright, so we got Mbappe out here on the wing. I use lane change a lot to create more space, and as you can see, there's already space in the center. Acosta, lane change, that should be a foul. No foul, okay. No, not that. That power shot is so frustrating. I've had so many goals scored on me from people just spamming that power shot. It's a mechanic that works in FC24, but I feel like in mobile, it's so broken. All right, so we're down the wing here with Mbappe, but of course he's not beating anybody with pace. So we got Acosta here. Can he get a finesse shot off? No, he can't. And now we're exposed here at the back. Kohler is pretty good though. And no, not up into the middle, up here to Sorloth. Can he show what he does? Yes, he can. Good. How did he save that? We got lucky, but man, the keepers are so good. Sorloth is so fast, and after his skill move, he almost gets like a speed boost, so when you could spam it, I would always spam it. He is a beast. Alright, they're doing the same thing they did before. They're gonna go power shot, and it's gonna be a goal. I got so lucky there. We got a ball away here. I'm gonna lay it off to Sorloth. Sorloth is away. Skill move. Can he get around? Good. Finesse shot. Get it in. Sorloth. What a beast. What a beast. In the 86th minute. He is you saw how strong he was there. He's incredible. 2-2 is what it is. Let's see if we could win the next one. All right, this is their squad. Decent looking team, a handful of ranked up players. If they got to this level though with that team, I assume they're pretty good players, so this should be a good matchup. All right, ball into the box. Can he get a head on it? What a goal. De Ligt is incredible in the air, in the box. You gotta love it. No, what just happened? What just happened? First off, I should have got the ball, and then second, he just takes a shot and it goes in. That's why I should be upgrading Szczesny. So I might sell Messi because I don't feel like he's making much of a difference compared to Tadic. Another draw. We are literally 100 cups away from getting to World Class 1. Let's play one more match. Here is my opponent. They have the Retro Stars Ronaldo. They got Keane. Wow, they got quite a good squad. All right, we got Mbappe here on the edge of the box. I'm going to hit a finesse shot. It's from far out. What a goal from Mbappe. That is what he does. They've been marking Sorloth fairly well, so I'm going to have to really utilize the wings for this match. That's fine. I'm going to go over the top here to Sorloth, off to Mbappe. Mbappe should be in now. Finesse shot. Goal number 2. Mbappe has made such a big difference. I'm so glad I bought him. Sorloth. Oh, look at that. Look at that skill move. He's now away. I have to score this. Right foot. Why would you shoot with the left? Up to Acosta. Acosta skill move. He should be away. He's just not fast enough because he isn't ranked up. But regardless, we secured that win, which means we just secured our place in World Class 1. There you go. There is our promotion, World Class 1. Now, not much is going to change between probably World Class 1 and about Legendary, halfway to Legendary 2. So I'm going to try to grind as much as I can tonight and tomorrow morning to get as many games in and to get as far as I can using the team that we have. And the team I'm going to keep going with is going to be the one with Tadic. I don't think I'm going to use Messi. I could definitely use him if I played a different playstyle, but I think we're going to stick with Tadic. He's just a little bit stronger, which is important. which means I'm then going to sell off my Messi. I'm not going to worry about price. I'll sell him for 16.9 million. I'll put up the Lamer that we got as well. Hopefully he sells relatively quick. And as you can see, I've been collecting a handful of players from just completing a bunch of the different events each day. So we sold off our Messi, we sold off Lamer, and we have a few other players here that I've packed from different events or different free packs that I've sold. Now, the one outlier here is Al Jabber. He's actually a Dudek investment trick that I use where I buy him as an 89 for about 2 million, and then I sell him for 1 million coins more after ranking him up once. It's a simple trick to use up your Dudeks to make some money and all that. I have 5 or 6 more, and I will get more every single day, so I'm going to do that over and over because it's essentially a free million coins. But with that, we could claim it. 29 million coins. We're now up to 30 million. And now I might buy a player for the team. I'm a little bit torn. Okocha would be incredible as a center attacking mid. His stats base are very good, but when you rank him up and train him up, he is a menace. But at the same time, I keep getting scored on by people who use that power shot trick. It's really frustrating. So I think I should buy Van der Sar here or ranked up quite a bit because you could rank him up all the way to purple and only spend about 9 million coins on him. I know there's a lot of other keepers better than him in the game, but I don't want to spend many coins on players because I want to be able to buy as many different players as possible, and we only have a week to do it. Actually, scratch that. I was just thinking about how the new events always bring out players that greatly increase the power curve, so the 3 most recent events are right here, all the goalkeepers for all those events, and as you can see, a couple of them are only 3 million coins and whatnot, less than even Van der Sar, and his stats are actually better than Van der Sar, so I should keep this in mind. Alright, so I looked through all of them, and by far the best one to go with is Mignolet, and that's because he has 103 positioning and reflexes, which I've always found to be the 2 most important stats for a keeper, so I'm going to buy his 1 ranked up version here. I'll pay the full 12.3 million, that's not bad. Alright, I have Mignolet in the squad, and I'm now going to do one other thing, and that's going to be rank up Kylian Mbappe. I didn't buy his higher ranked up version because he was more expensive, but he's now blue rank, and the reason why I'm doing this is because Sorloth is already like tearing up defenses, but I really need Mbappe to do the same, and right now he's not quite doing it because a lot of people have very pacey players, so being able to rank him up, train him up even more, he now has 129 pace. If I could get him up to level 15, he'll likely be at like maybe 133, 135 pace, which is very good, and then from there, I could go and rank up Sorloth even more, and then rank up other players that I get. But anyways, this is going to be the team, and that's going to be it for day 4. I'm going to try to play as many games as I can tonight to hopefully get up to Legendary 2, and I'll give you a recap of everything that I did and how things went on day 5. But with that being said, I'll see you then. Alright, I'm back, and it is now day 5, and as you can see, I've made quite a bit of progress. We are currently 1 win or even 1 draw away from reaching Legendary 2. Yesterday, I played 32 matches of head-to-head. I won 20 games, I drew 10, and I lost 3. And as you can see, the number of draws is going up because the competition is just getting better. There were a couple games where I gave up last-minute goals to end in a draw, which should have been wins and would have progressed us even further. And then there were a couple games where I went down early and had to scrape my way back to earn a draw, but could not get a win. Overall, my opponents have gotten better because their teams have gotten better. I'm facing a lot of teams that have tons of 103 and 104 rated players that are fully ranked up, fully trained up. They are crazy, but tactics and skills still come into play, so I've been able to beat a lot of those people. Just like before, Mbappe and Sorloth are my main 2 attackers. They are scoring almost every single goal that we have, but I've also been using Acosta a lot to help with the link-up play to make it easier for Sorloth to get in behind, or for Mbappe to play 1-2 so that he could get around for a finesse shot. I've found being more patient, taking my time, passing a lot more has helped me in the higher levels, because once you get into Legendary and closer to FC Champion, you can't simply rely on skill moves or running in a straight line. You have to be a bit more dynamic. So I think overall my play has gotten a lot better. Now as for the formation and team, this is still what I'm rocking with, except I have been trading up Mbappe slowly as I get more players that I could use. So he now has 129 pace, much better dribbling, much better shooting. He's doing really well. And my next target to upgrade is of course Sorloth, because he's just a beast and I can't imagine him with more pace, more shooting, more physical. It's going to be crazy. But there's one player that I want to highlight that I've been finding was really helpful in the higher divisions, and that is Fabinho. Having him as a holding midfielder is incredible. Picking up Mignolet was also so important. There was one game, I can't remember if I recorded it or not, where he made like 2 game-saving saves at the very end of the game, and whether it be from corners or finesse shots or whatever, he has been a huge help in these higher divisions, so picking up a better keeper was a very important thing to do. So far, I've really been enjoying the squad, but there are a couple changes I would love to make if we get some upgrades to some good players here before heading into Legendary 2. The first upgrade would be to replace Tadic. He's done decently well for me, but I need a Mascherano to make him better, but I only want to spend my Mascheranos right now on Sorloth, so he's going to be stuck at that level for now. He's not quick enough, doesn't have the best dribbling, so I'm going to have to replace him. And despite having two somewhat bad fullbacks, they've actually done really well for me, but if I can get a better one, I definitely will. Aside from that, I'm happy with the rest of the players, so let's go over here, and we have a few things now to do. So the first thing is, of course, the Heroes event. I've been playing through only the events that matter, which is essentially just Schneider and the Futre. I'm not doing company because we have Delict and we have Kohler, but this skill match is one that I always have to do, so let's get into it and hopefully we get a good player. Alright, that's the end of the match. Let's now see who we get. Ideally, we get a fullback, we get maybe even a center defensive mid, or a good center attacking mid. I don't know what we'll get. Spain, is it going to be the same player? Yep. We pack this guy, I think, every single day. But that's okay. Let's now move on to the Icons Chronicles. I have one more match to play here for today before the reset. But as you can see, I'm currently in the 4th chapter, which means I also unlocked Xavi Alonso for free. So I'm going to claim him. I might even use him as a center defensive mid. We will see over Wanyama. But because he is a base or outdated icon, he doesn't have the best stats. Because I'm at this point on day 5, I'm definitely going to reach the very end, which will give me a 98 Gerrard. And then, of course, most importantly, actually a 91 Mascherano to rank somebody up. The 98 Gerrard likely won't make my team, but if I ever decide to change formation, he will be useful. Aside from that, there's nothing else to do here in live events. Something I might do today is complete the Euro tournament on Legendary. I already played one game to complete a quest, but I might complete the tournament that way to get a bunch of gems and quests, because I currently only have 3,750 gems, and I need 7,500 to get another tradable pack. I'm no longer opening up the 3,000 gem pack that gets you a 96 to 101 overall, because unless you get a 100 or 101 overall player, it's not really worth doing, and getting those high rated players is always a gamble and not likely. But with all of that out of the way, we now have our market and our coins, and as you can see, I've been doing that rank up trick recently where I go out and I buy Aljabers for 2 million coins and then I sell him all for 3 million. So I'm probably making maybe $700,000, $800,000 per Dudek that I use to rank them up. But we are now at 25 million coins, and because of that, we can buy a Kocha. Now, although it might be smarter for me to upgrade my fullbacks because I currently have an 88 and an 84 rated player in those positions, because my CDMs and wide center attacking mids come back to help them, there's usually a 1v2 or a 1v3 making it easier for my fullback, so I don't think I have to worry about them. But something I do worry about is that almost all my attacking happens on the left side only because I can't really use Tadic much, so I definitely need a right side center attacking mid. And I was thinking about a Kocha for a long time here, but I just went through and looked at even higher rated center attacking mids that might be options, and I have 3 here. Messi I don't think I'm going to go for, I added them earlier, but the 2 that I'm looking at right now is Del Piero and Zola. Now, Zola is from the new event. He has very good stats. He's got better stats than Del Piero, and most importantly, he has tons of incredible traits. But the only downside is he has a 4-star weak foot, and he's right-footed, not left-footed. With my right center attacking mid, I'm most times going to be cutting inside and taking finesse shots, so that's going to be their left foot that I need. On the other hand, we have Del Piero here, has slightly worse stats than Zola, but he has a 5-star weak foot, despite being right-footed, and he still has the finesse shot trait and other decent traits. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to try out Del Piero, and if I don't like him after a few games, I'll sell him and then try out Zola and see if that works better. And of course, if I don't like Zola either, then I'll go to a Kocha. Now, unfortunately, all I could afford is his version that's only ranked up once, and I'm not interested in penny pinching. I don't really care. I'm just going to buy him for the full 23 million. Alright, I've now trained him up to level 10. He has 103 pace, 108 shooting, 111 dribbling. Fairly good, and I'm going to use his skill point here on shooting, as I'm hoping it will help with those finesse shots. So we now have our team ready to go. I'm going to play 1 or 2 unranked matches to get warmed up for today because I haven't played it all this morning, and then we'll get into our promotion match. Alright, so I just played 2 games. I lost 1 and won 1, but I think I'm relatively ready to get into it, so let's see if we can get promoted. Alright, this is our opponent's team, 104 Eusebio. Alright, we got an opportunity here, Fabinho. I'm going to pass it in. We're going to pass it into Sorloth. Sorloth on the turn. Left foot finesse shot, that should go in. Sorloth is a beast. No, that's going to be a goal. Yeah, they did me there. All right, we're going to play it out wide here to Mbappe, into the middle for Sorloth. Sorloth, I'm going to use that skill move. Hopefully I can get around them. Yep, he's got the pace. Can I finesse shot around? Sorloth, I love, this guy is so good in game. You gotta love it. They're playing this really well. That's a good goal. This is a good player. This is a good player. This guy's going to try to keep doing the same thing of coming around, finesse shot. He's going to try to finesse shot. No, 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 don't let it happen. Don't let it happen. No, no. That is so frustrating. That is so frustrating. How does he score that, man? Sorloth, get a consolation goal. Beautiful. Well, unfortunately, it is too late. We're going to lose this game 4-3. Unfortunately, we are 0 for 3 on promotion matches in this challenge or in this video. Every time I try to win them, we lose. All right, this is the team we're playing. Okay, what's going on? We're literally in Legendary 3, and this is the team we're facing. Oh my. Up to Sorloth. Sorloth cut back. Over to Acosta. Off to Mbappe. Mbappe might have a chance here. Do a skill move to get around him. Perfect. Finesse shot for Mbappe. What a goal. What a goal. Great dispossession there by Sorloth. Sorloth, I'm going to lay it up here to Mbappe. Please get to it. You have pace. Mbappe, you got to stick with it. Good. Finesse shot around the keeper. Mbappe. And there you go. That is the first win. That match was so sweaty. Hopefully we could get another and get promoted. Actually, I just realized I think we just got promoted because we got 10,000. Yes, we did. We just got promoted into Legendary 2. We didn't have to win 2 matches. That is amazing. And now we're in the home stretch. We got 2 more divisions to go through, up to Legendary 1, and then from there, we're on to FC Champion 3, and that's going to be the end of the challenge. But with that, I'm going to leave that there for today. As far as recording, I'm going to play a bunch of games tonight, hopefully get 1 game away from Legendary 1 so that tomorrow we could do the promotion match. But with that, I will see you on day 6. Alright, we are back and it's now day 6, and as you can see, I haven't made too much progress since day 5. I'm currently sitting at 860,000 cups, and I gotta say, so far, Legendary 2 has been an absolute nightmare. Since recording yesterday, I've played roughly 60 games, which is about 7 hours in less than a 24-hour span. It's been one heck of a grind. I started off decent, I was winning a handful of games, but then I just started getting battered over and over and over by a ton of 102, 104 rated squads. In those 60 games, I worked my way all the way up to 890,000 cups or so about 4 times, and every time I got there, I just got shot back down over and over and over because I kept running into players that were in Legendary 1 or about to be promoted to Legendary 1 that had God squads. And so because of that, 20 to 30 games into my grind, I decided that I had to sell off Del Piero, take the coins, and buy 2 proper fullbacks, because every team I was facing, they would target them, run right at them, and blaze right past them. The only times my opponent wasn't able to do it was when I would use my CDM to help defend, but every single time I would do that, my opponent would use that space in the midfield and go for that power shot trick where you score from 30 yards out. And I had people scoring on me with that all the time. So getting proper fullbacks was a must. I put Tadic back at the right center attacking mid, and then went back into some more games, but after another 10 or 15, I realized I was just getting beat up still. So I changed my formation to 4-1-2-1-2 to keep things more compact and to play up the middle myself. I put 96 Gerrard as my right center mid. I put the Xavi Alonso that I unlocked from the Icons Chronicle chapter as my left center mid. I took out Tadic, left Acosta as a center attacking mid, and I had Mbappe on the left and Sorloth on the right. And that way I was hoping that playing with the 2-striker formation would give them more freedom up top. They wouldn't be marked by 2 or 3 defenders at one time, and Sorloth's left foot would be good from the right side, and Mbappe's right foot would be good on the left side. So I ran that formation, and it was doing really well. I also ranked up Sorloth with the Mascherano I got from the Star Pass. Things were looking better, and then I just kept getting beat and beat and beat. And now we're back here. As you can see, I went all the way up to just under 890,000 cups, and I've crashed all the way back down. So something I have realized and have accepted is that my team right now just is not good enough. I'm trying to play well. I would say I'm a decent player. I think with a fair squad or with a good squad, I would be FC Champion 3 or FC Champion 2 level, but with a much lower rated and untrained squad, I'm having a ton of trouble. So this is now the current squad. I've done a couple things since I last played some games. The first thing is I opened up a 7500 gem pack to hopefully get a good player so that I could buy someone off the market, and I ended up getting Martinez here. So I put him into the team. I sold Ben White to get some coins in the hopes of buying a better center attacking mid or a better center mid, but everybody was out of my price range. So instead I went and I bought a handful of silver players here that I'm using to train up all of my players. If you guys don't know, if you take a 79 rated silver player, use a duplicate copy to rank it up, it will actually give you even more XP than just their 2 base versions. So I've been using that trick to rank up my players or to train up my players. So we now have Mbappe at training level 14. We have Sorloth all the way up at 15. I used a Mascherano on Acosta. I ended up doing one of the Mascherano exchanges, put in a bunch of 90 rated players that I had because he just isn't good enough with level 5 training. I've yet to use him now with level 10. And I also used another Mascherano here on Kohler because I was getting burned by every single Mbappe, Cruyff, Haaland, R9, every single one of those attackers was burning De Ligt and Kohler, so I need at least one of them to be a little bit faster. And I've also contemplated selling Mbappe, getting a different striker, and then upgrading other parts of my team. I don't quite know what I'm going to do yet. It's only just about the end of day 5 turning to day 6, so we still have a lot of time on the challenge, but this has been a lot harder than I expected. So with that being said, my game plan going forward is to try to get as many coins as possible to upgrade the squad, of course, to play through all the live events, get as many rewards as I can, and then try to play the cleanest football that I can, knowing that I will come up against people that just have much better teams than me and play well, and those games will be a wash. Now for getting coins, I have already started on something where I'm playing through the Euro tournament. I've already played through it a handful of times, and the reason why I'm doing it is because there's tons of rewards here for completing different challenges in the Euro tournament. So I have a couple that I'm going to complete today that should get me another 3,000 or 4,000 gems. And then with the weekly reset tonight, I'm hoping to be able to really upgrade my squad and take things to the next level, which would really be just training up players, finding players that I could rank up and train up, because I've realized training is the most important thing. Every team I come up against has players that are trained up to level 20, 25, 30, and that is why they're better than me, not necessarily because the cards are better, which is exactly why I'm going for coins. So saying that, I'm going to play the final Euro tournament that I can for today. That should get me more gems, and then I'm also going to play a little bit of Division Rivals and see if I could fare a little bit decent in a couple matches, but if I keep losing, I'm going to stop it there and wait until I have a better team tonight. Okay, I've been playing for about an hour now, and I think I might have just reached, yes, I think I did. I just reached Legendary 1. I think I played roughly 10 games total. I drew like 6 or 7 of them, but won 3 or 4. And that is why we're now at Legendary 1. But I'm going to keep going until I get a loss. When I get a loss, I'll leave it at that, and then wait to upgrade my team later tonight. Alright, well that was short-lived. I lost my first match, and to be completely fair, they just had a better team. So I'll wait till later tonight. Alright, we are back, and the weekly resets happened roughly an hour or so ago, which means that there is a new chapter here in the Retro Arcade. Level 3, I already played through every single skill game and match so far. All we have left is the head-to-head match for 2,000 gems, which I might play, I might not, but the one I'm definitely going to play right now gives us a 96 to 99 guaranteed. Okay, that's the end of the match. Of course, we won. Let's see what player we're going to get here. We're also going to get 500 of the Retro Stars tickets, which will help us later on. So, what nationality? Japan. Okay. Right wing, I believe that's Kudo or Kubo. I can't remember the name. Kubo, 97 rated. He's a decent looking card, but I don't think he's going to fit into the squad. And now that I've completed that match, we could also go over here and pick up some Mascheranos. We have 2 that we can claim. We have gems we could claim, coins we could claim. But first, before doing that, I'm going to open up the packs because I don't know if I'm going to need the Mascheranos or not. And now that I have 15,000 gems, I'm going to open up both of these guaranteed 93 to 101 overall packs. I'm really hoping I get a good player. I really need coins because I have realized that is exactly what I need to upgrade the squad and to make it good enough. Okay, it's going to be a left wing. He's from Los Angeles. I remember this card. I don't think he goes for much. We also got Trippier, but aside from that, 15 million coins. I'm still happy with that. Also, something to quickly point out is we have a new 101 Neymar. We got a CDM Trent Alexander-Arnold. We got a new Frimpong, a new Perlo. Crazy cards, but can we get someone massive out of here? Another guaranteed 93 to 101 tradable. EA, please, we get an icon. Okay, that's weird. French, left wing back, hero. Did I open the right pack? I'm so lost. That's a weird one, but at least him plus Martinez is worth about 14, 15 million, so I'll take it. Alright, so I've sold off every player that I didn't need in the squad that was tradable. We have a couple players here from a free pack I got today for logging in. We have players from events, and then I just sold off the guys we just packed. So in total, we now have an additional 31 million. We're up to 40 million coins, which is massive. And the reason why I say that is because I could now go and spend those coins on players that are already ranked up, that I could train up and should be better than my current starting 11. I of course will also be able to get the 98 rated version of Gerrard today after I play the final 4 matches, so he might fit into the team, I don't quite know yet. But some players that I'm going to look to replace is Xavi Alonso. I'm likely going to get Hullet or Milinkovic-Savic, one of his lower rated copies. I'll buy ranked up versions, train them up, and they should be better than both of these guys here, Xavi and Gerrard. And the final position I'm going to buy a player for and try to fix is my right back Martinez. After that, I'm going to have to try to figure out the Mascherano situation to get my other players ranked up. I really need to rank up De Ligt because him and Kohler both need to be fast. I should probably rank up Fabinho. I need to train up my left back, and I probably need to rank up Acosta, but if I can't, I might even go out and buy a Kocha or something like that. So that is the game plan, and for the rest of the night tonight, I'm going to buy players, try them out in unranked matches, and then tomorrow morning, which will be the end of day 6, is when I'm going to go into some head-to-head matches and actually play and go for FC Champion. So with that, I'll see you tomorrow morning and I'll update you on everything I did. Alright, we are back and it's currently the end of day 6 going into day 7. As you can see here, it's almost 12 p.m. on Thursday. So this is going to be the final run for FC Champion. As you can see, we currently have 894,000 cups. We need to get to 1 million. And last night, I spent a lot of time buying, selling players, and sorting out the squad. And this here is the new team. Now it's a bit iffy because I have players that aren't fully trained up yet. I am trying to train them up as I go, but the main changes I've made were buying a couple players and then ranking up some already existing players. So I went into the Retro Stars event, bought 2 of the Mascheranos using the tickets, and ranked up De Ligt here and ranked up Fabinho. I could have used the Mascheranos to make more coins and then go and buy a defensive mid or a center back that is lower rated, but when trained up might be even better than them, but I decided to stay with them. So those 2 are in the squad trained up to level 10. They're decent, they aren't quite fast enough, but I think I could deal with them. But that's all for the original players. For the new players, probably my favorite signing is Ba. I believe I bought him for 10 million coins roughly, and with barely any training, you could see here he has 116 pace and 104 defending, which is crazy. Plus he has a 5-star weak foot, which is nuts as a defender. So I love this purchase. I'm very happy with it. And considering I sold my other right back, the one I packed, for about 7 million coins, he's only a 3 million coin difference or upgrade, so that's incredible. For the midfield, I went for Milinkovic-Savic here on the left. I really wanted to get one of his cheaper cards and then rank him up and train him up from there, but I had to go with this card because the other ones weren't on the market. So with only training level 10 and using the skill points, he has 95 pace, 104 passing, 102 defending, and 92 physical. And what's probably the most important is that he has a 5-star weak foot. The work rates are high medium, and that's because we have Fabinho here holding the fort as CDM, so we don't necessarily need him back on defense. On the other side, we have Hullet, and this is just a baby Hullet, ranked up and trained up, but once again, he's got a 5-star weak foot. We already know Hullet's playstyle or player in game is by far the best center mid in the entire game. So any version of him is usually going to be the best center mid. And so using this baby version, training him up, we already have 100 pace, 100 passing, 100 dribbling, and 96 physical, which is massive. And of course, the final addition to the squad is R9. I didn't realize how cheap he was. I think I bought this one for 35 million. Trained up, ranked up, 130 pace, which is more than the Mbappe that I had. I believe he had 129. He has good shooting, similar dribbling to Mbappe, way better physical and better passing, so all around a better card. And he has 5-star skill moves, and most importantly, a 5-star weak foot. So I believe I sold Mbappe for about 40 million, so I actually made a little bit of profit switching R9 in for Mbappe. Of course, I did have to spend more on players to train him up, but he just plays better in game. And so far, I've been very happy with all of my purchases. I've played a couple practice games this morning. I lost one, drew one, and then won one. the last game that I played. So the team feels good. I'm going to continue to train them up as I buy players on the market. It just takes some time. The only weakness I think we have on the team here, or two weaknesses actually, my center backs are a bit slow, so we might have to figure something out there. And Sorloth just doesn't quite cut it, but I don't have enough coins to get a better striker. So we're going to have to leave it at that. That is the new squad. I would love to stay in FC Champion, or a Legendary 1, and keep going forward. We're already playing someone who has 30,000 more cups than me. But here is my opponent's team. They got Rashford, Figo, but the good thing here is they only have players trained up to level 10. So although they are a higher rated team, they might actually be worse than my players. I've also changed the camera to camera 3. It allows me to see more of the pitch and it helps me out. Not that power shot. I'm so tired of people using that trick. It's so annoying. And they score. Great. Well, that's the end of the first match for today. I'm so frustrated. I'm gonna be honest. I've played so much of this game in the past week. It's unhealthy. But moving on, I'm now gonna go grind. I'm not gonna do any live commentary because I feel like I'm not gonna be able to focus as much. So I'm gonna play the games. Hopefully we could get closer to FC Champion, and I'll see you then. Alright, so it's been over an hour now, and I've played a handful of games. I ended up winning 3 or 4 in a row, I believe, and then I lost 3 in a row. Then I drew a couple, then I won 3 in a row again. And then as you can see, I've lost 3 in a row again. So we're back now at 900,000 cups. I'm going to be honest, I'm not even sure if I could complete this. In one of the games I played, I faced a 102 or 103 rated squad. Every single player was trained up to level 25 or 30. And I played my most perfect game and won 2-0. But every time I face a team like that, and I've been facing them a lot, I can't always play a perfect game. And sometimes my opponents will just score incredible goals, or they'll run past my defense in a great counterattacking move. So unless I get really lucky and face a bunch of people that I could play really well against and win, or unless I could really train up my players to make them somewhat on par with the players I'm facing, I feel like reaching FC Champion is going to be near impossible. Alright, I am back, and it is now Friday morning. As you can see, it is currently 10:30. And I'm going to make my final attempt at FC Champion right now. As you can see, we're at 944,000 cups. I played quite a few games last night and a couple this morning, and the most cups I got to is about 970,000. But of course, once you get to that level, then you're facing players that are really good, and it knocks you back down a peg. So it's been very turbulent. I've been trying my hardest, but we're currently at a bit of a standstill. But with that, here is the new team that I'm going into this final stretch with. I trained up a bunch of my different players, but I did do a couple things to make the team a lot better. So the first thing is, for the Schneider chapter, instead of picking Schneider, I ended up going with the Mascherano and using it on Fabinho, so that I could train him up to level 15. And at level 15, he has 5 stats over 100 rated, and I gotta say, he's an absolute monster. It didn't seem like there would be that much of a difference between level 10 and level 15, but at level 15, he wins way more balls in the midfield, and he is a beast. So that was a really important thing for me to do. And then, of course, the other big change here is the fact that I got 99 rated JJ Okocha, and I trained him up to level 12. And at level 12, he's got some crazy stats. And to be able to buy him, what I did was I traded in some of my 96 plus players for the daily pick tokens, used it on another 95 to 101 market pick, got a 96 rated player that I could sell for 15 million coins, and then I also opened up a gem pack to get some more coins for him. So in total, I was able to buy him and then buy some more players to train up my team. So could I train up my team even more? Yes, but it's going to take literally hours of time just to buy the players and rank them up and then train them. Although I just remembered I actually had a bunch of players here I could use to train them up, so maybe I should have trained up Hullet or someone else, but I'm going to go for JJ Kocha. He's made a huge difference recently, but this is a team I'm taking into my final stretch here of head-to-head. I'm going to try to play and reach FC Champion in about an hour or so, and if I do it, I'm going to leave it at that. I have family over today, so I don't want to go all the way until 4 p.m. because I don't think much will change. If I can't do it in the next hour or so, then I likely won't be able to do it before 3:30 or whatever the time was that I started last week. Before we get into some gameplay from yesterday though, the two weaknesses I want to point out for the team is definitely De Ligt, and I don't know how to pronounce that name, the left back. If I had another Mascherano, I would rank up the left back and train him up so he has more pace. That's the only thing he's lacking in. And De Ligt isn't even really lacking in pace. He's more lacking in how aggressive he is on tackles. Oftentimes I find him running up almost all the way to half to attack attackers when I really don't need him to do that. I would rather have him to stay back, even though he does have a high defensive work rate. I think that's his aggressiveness, but those are the only two weaknesses in the squad. Overall, though, the team has been playing really well. Of course, we're now up at, I think, 45,000 cups from where I was yesterday, and that's mainly because JJ Okocha has changed everything. Now, the team overall is way better than it was a couple days ago, but JJ Okocha's positioning and his dribbling makes a huge difference. So something I realized yesterday was, with this formation, I really, and especially against good teams, I really have to be very patient. So I get the ball, pass it a couple times, move a little bit further up the pitch, then I pass it a couple more times, move further up the pitch, then pass it a couple more times, move it further up the pitch, and then all of a sudden there's a through ball that I could play off to Hullet or Milinkovic-Savic or R9 or whoever it may be, and they could provide the lethal blow. And that's really important because a lot of players I'm finding are trying to rush to my goal from their end, and they end up making sloppy passes or become way too easy to read, whereas if I take my time and I pass correctly, space will open up. Running into space is important as well, and then taking my time towards their box so that I could get a good shot. So that's my game plan this morning. I've only played one game so far before getting into this. I played some like hours ago, but one before recording, and I drew, so we'll see how this goes. But as you saw there, we're facing a 103 to 104 overall 104 overall squad, and great, everybody's trained up to level 25. This should be fun. So as I was saying, I try to move into space when I can, but take my time, right? I don't have to make tons of forward passes if there aren't many good ones to make. So we have Hullet in space here. I'm going to pass it forward, move it back, take your time, same thing. Move into more space here. Good. Pass it off. Pass it in. Okay, so I tried to get that pass off to Sorloth. It didn't work, and I could not get a dispossession. But as you saw there, they just rushed their pass, trying to get forward too quickly. All you have to do is take your time. So we're good. Make those small passes forward. There's tons of space here on the left side, so I'm going to move it over to the left side. Pass it off to my left back. Take your time. Good. Create more space. Pass it once again, pass it once again, pass it into the center. Now we have R9 for a shot. Is that not a foul? What just happened? Well, that's unfortunate, but as you saw there, taking your time with the build-up is so important. Kohler, oh, he does not have enough pace. And this is where having those level 25 trained players makes a huge difference. All right, we got 5 minutes left in this match. I really do think we could do something here. We could at least draw. I'm going to run up here with Ba. Pass it across. Into Hullet, good, up to Sorloth, over here to R9, R9 skill move, right foot finesse shot, no! Did he shoot that with his left foot? Why would he shoot it with his left foot? The past couple days have made me realize more than ever how little sense this game makes. Left foot, finesse shot, oh, what a save! What a save! That should be a sure goal. Oh, that's so unfortunate. That should be 100% a goal. Well, it's unfortunate, but let's keep going. I'm going to give myself probably another 10 games or so to try to get FC Champion. If we don't get it then, I don't think it's happening in another 2 or so hours. Spin him. Pass it late off one more time. Okocha. Yes. That is our first win. Alright, so I've been playing for about 45 to 50 minutes now, so what I'm going to do now is I will stop once I get a loss. As long as I win and draw, I'm going to keep going. So this is going to have to be the final push. And of course, the team that we get has a 30 level training Hall of Legends R9. That is crazy. No, what? Unfortunately, this is the thing. Once you get to the high end of Legendary 1, you're going to face teams that have players that could do that. There's not much you could do to defend against that. No. Oh, come on. Yes, Sorloth is through. Finally, we get a goal. We get a goal. Okay. We just need one more. We just need one more. No, don't do it. Don't do it. No, don't do it to me. Into Sorloth. Yes, we get another goal. Okay. We need one more again. This is going to be our final chance here. No. No, I thought I had that. I thought I had the ball with R9. And that's going to be it. Whatever happens here is going to be the end of the match. I might have actually been able to try something there, but that's it. We unfortunately lost 3-2, and that's going to be the end of the challenge. And with that, I was unfortunately not able to complete the challenge of reaching FC Champion in 1 week, on a brand new account. I knew it was going to be difficult, but I thought I'd be able to do it, and maybe I would if I just practiced more and was better at the game. But anytime I got close, the teams I was facing and the players I was facing was just a lot better than me, to be completely honest, and that is what it is. In this 1 week span, I believe I played roughly 300 games, which is well over 30 hours of non-stop head-to-head. I put a lot of effort and a lot of time into this, so I would really appreciate it if you do drop a like if you enjoyed the video. I will try this challenge again at some point, I don't know when, but this is definitely one of the hardest challenges I've ever tried to complete. This was our final team. I gotta say it's actually pretty good. If I was a very good player, I'd be able to get to FC Champion for sure. But as an average player, I'm very proud of making it as far as I did. I believe the most cups I ever got to was 960 something or 970,000. So to be 3 or 4 wins away from FC Champion is something to be happy with. But with that, that's going to be the end of this challenge and the end of the video. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, please drop a like. If you're new, subscribe. I will see you in the next one. Peace.